The Chicago Bears made some major moves to their coaching staff as they fired several coaches. What is going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, and here to talk about some breaking news with the Chicago Bears. But before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. Make sure to go and subscribe by hitting the big red subscribe button down below and turn on my post notifications, and go ahead and follow me on my Twitter, guys. Links down below for my Twitter, and also follow me on my Instagram. So go ahead and do so. Reach out to me, subscribe. I do all of that good stuff, guys. But with that being said, I've got some breaking news for you guys. We're going to talk about these changes that the Bears are making to their coaching staff. So let's not wait any longer. Let's get started. So the Chicago Bears had their end of the season press conference with GM Ryan Pace and head coach Matt Nagy. And basically afterwards, we got news that a ton of coaches got the boot and they were told to get the hell out of the building. And they were the following people. We've got offensive coordinator Mark Helfrich, offensive line coach Harry Highstand, tight ends coach Kevin Gilbride, and assistant special teams coach Brock Olivo. So these were the coaches who all got the proverbial boot. And so I want to discuss the reasoning, of course, behind the firings here and whether or not it was a good move or not. And here's what I will say. Let me start out by the beginning by saying this. As soon as the news broke, folks, I mean, my friends were texting me too, and we were all just talking about literally the one word everybody said was scapegoat. Okay, literally scapegoat is what everybody wanted to say, because we all know. Let's start with the OC, by the way. Let's start with Mark Helfrich, okay? The offensive coordinator for the last 2 years. I'm pretty sure a lot of Bears fans did not even know who our offensive coordinator was, because who calls the plays? Yes, that's right. It is Matt Nagy. He is the play caller for the Chicago Bears. Make no mistake about it. So if Matt Nagy's calling the plays, what the heck is the offensive coordinator doing? Is he just, saying, okay, yeah, Matt, run it, or Matt, I don't think it's a good idea, and then Matt Nagy still runs, but like, what is he doing really? So here's the thing, folks, okay? Were these firings essentially a scapegoat for the fact that we know it was really Matt Nagy calling the plays? Yes. In a way, yes. But I will say this. The Bears could not go into next season finishing 29th in points with one of the worst offenses in the NFL and expect to retain everybody. It just doesn't happen that way. You know the quote, insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. So even though Matt Nagy might be calling the plays, there's still some tweaks, some optimizing you can do by getting better people in the building. Now, back to Mark Helfrich. Again, I don't believe a lot of people knew about him because, again, Matt Nagy calls the plays, but he and Harry Highstand had a big-time input into the running game. As far as everything I've read, they were part of that huge game plan for the running attack, which was awful this year and just flat out abysmal. The running game, to me, yes, I will say it was worse than the quarterback play. Mitchell Trubisky had a down year, but I believe the running game was even worse. And here's what I say that I like David Montgomery. Please don't take this as me saying David Montgomery's bad. No, I'm saying the schemes to get David Montgomery some damn running holes was awful. And just off that, I'm fine getting rid of Mark Helfrich and Harry Highstand. Okay? Tight ends coach Kevin Gilbride, I mean, listen, he didn't even have any tight ends at the end of the damn season, okay, folks? We're down to our third and fourth string guys. So I don't know how much you can blame him for that, but we haven't really had Adam Shaheen develop like how we wanted him to. Remember, we drafted George Kittle was drafted behind him, by the way. So, again, injuries mainly, but, again, we need way more production from the tight end position. We know that. And the assistant special teams coach, Brock Olivo, I think he was just part of the whole slaughterhouse here where everyone was just getting fired. And it's like, hey, you can get fired too, okay? Special teams is okay. But point being here is with these coaches, it did need to happen because we did need some changes in the building. I already told you guys before the season ended, Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy were not going to get fired, folks. Here's the thing. You don't go from executive of the year, coach of the year, and then play one more season and then get fired. Like, it rarely happens that way. You have to get a longer leash. And here's the thing, folks. You should want this in a way, okay? Say what you want about Nagy, and I've been one of his biggest critics, and even Ryan Pace, but there is something to be said about stability, okay? An organization that keeps firing guys and bringing new guys in, you'll never get the stability, a la Cleveland Browns. But then again, I'm not saying I wanted to be the Bengals with Marvin Lewis and never knowing when the hell they fire him, or the Dallas Cowboys with Jason Garrett. I'm just saying there is a happy medium, and I'd rather be there. So I just knew that Nagy and Pace were not getting fired. Not after, obviously, the success last season. So it's kind of like, okay, I had one great year, one bad year. You're not going to give me another shot. So that's really what it comes down to. But I'm totally okay with this. Moving forward, though, let's get some good guys in the room. I mean, there's some great candidates out there for offensive coordinator. And I believe an OC can still come in here and contribute, even though, like I said, Matt Nagy will not give up play calling. But an offensive coordinator come in here, improve the run game, maybe help Matt a little bit more with this play calling. Pat Shurmur, who got fired from the New York Giants, I think he'd be phenomenal. My dream offensive coordinator would be Greg Roman from the Ravens. I mean, that would be phenomenal. His work with quarterbacks is insane. And, man, he could get Mitch to becoming a running quarterback again. That's something I would love. But there are a lot of guys out there, folks, in terms of an offensive coordinator that I believe will help. One thing I do want to focus on is we need a guy with more experience. Mark Helfrich, this was his first gig in the NFL. He had come from Oregon. So we need some guys who have been in the league, who have some experience, and I need that for the next offensive coordinator. It's a must, okay? Because here's the thing. This next year is going to be crucial. This next year now, okay, if you don't perform, okay, now we can talk about jobs being on the line. So there you have it, folks. My thoughts on these coaches getting fired. I don't mind it. I really don't. Something needed to change, so why not with the coaches? Because you certainly can't get rid of Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. And say what you want about Mitchell Trubisky. You don't have a first-round pick. You don't have cap space. And there's really nobody else out there right now if you don't trade for somebody. So that is the state of the Chicago Bears, folks. Let's see what happens in the offseason. But for now, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.